gentlemen, are you ready for the Blue? It is my pleasure to introduce to you the next one you're about to hear. He's the narrator for the Blue Angels. He is Lieutenant Mark Tendrow from Charleroi, Pennsylvania. I present to you your United States Navy's Blue Angels. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Your United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron takes pleasure in performing for you. This is one of our main flight demonstrations of the 2012 season. I am Lieutenant Mark Tendrow, narrator for the Blue Angels. The Blue Angel maintenance crew and their equipment travel aboard a United States Marine Corps C-130 Hercules, affectionately known as Fat Albert. It is the large blue and white aircraft taking its position on the runway to your left. Today, Fat Albert will be demonstrating the high-performance climb capability of the Lockheed Martin C-130 Hercules. On the runway from the left, Fat Albert will soon be rolling. They will accelerate to 125 miles per hour, perform a low transition, and execute a high-performance climb, placing the aircraft in a 45-degree nose-up attitude.
Update wind guard 22050. We all on that way. You're Stay close and kick it off to the Friday home ground right here at NAS Pensacola.
Into and out of short or unapproved airstrips, as well as providing aerial delivery. The aircraft is powered by total Rolls-Royce turboprop engines, producing more than 18,000 shop horsepower, enabling takeoff on runways as short as 2,500 feet.
I sent him a message on Facebook, how are you doing and everything. He wrote back and I didn't write back for a while, and I sat there and I did write back and he said, no, he was back and yelling.
C-130 is capable of carrying a payload of 40,000 pounds at a top speed of 375 miles per hour in altitudes as high as 35,000 feet. Positioning Fat Albert for a low-altitude, high-speed pass. From the left, at 370 miles per hour, the Fat Albert Flat Pass. California, Captain John Hecker from Huntsville, Alabama, and Captain A.J. Harrell from Frederick, Maryland. The enlisted Air Station Pensacola. We will demonstrate these maneuvers at very low altitude in traditional Blue Angel formation so that you may see and take pride in the precise fashion in which your Navy and Marine Corps pilots are trained to fly. Now, direct your attention to the ramp before you. Observe the military manner in which the 6 demonstration pilots approach their aircraft and are saluted by their crew chiefs. Ladies and gentlemen, flying Blue Angel number 1, the commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels, from Atlanta, Georgia, Captain Greg McWhirter. Flying Blue Angel number 2, the right wingman, from Fort Mitchell, Kentucky, Lieutenant Commander John Hills. Flying Blue Angel number 3, the left wingman and one of the Marine Corps representatives in the Delta formation, from Hemet, California, Captain Brandon Cordell. Flying Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot and the other Marine Corps representative in the Delta formation, from Knoxville, Tennessee, Major Brett Stevens. Flying Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo, from Coon Rapids, Minnesota, Lieutenant Commander C.J. Simonson. Flying Blue Angel number 6, the opposing solo, from Birmingham, Alabama, Lieutenant Commander Dave Tickle.
Teamwork found in all Navy and Marine Corps units. The Blue Angels also take a great deal of pride in personifying the Navy and Marine Corps values of honor, courage, and commitment. Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels, is the oldest performing U.S. military aviation demonstration team. Since 1946, the Blue Angels brought naval aviation to men and women of all ages across America. We were first based at Naval Air Station Jacksonville, Florida, flying F-6F Hellcats. We continued flying Grumman Corporation aircraft for 22 years, transitioning in late 1946 to the more powerful and faster F-8F Bearcat. In 1950, we transitioned to jet aircraft with the straight-wing F-9 F-2 Panther, the predecessor of the swept-wing F-9 F-8 Cougar, which we received in 1955. In 1957, the Blue Angels became equipped with high-performance aircraft with the arrival of the supersonic F-11F Tiger. In 1969, we received the McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom and flew the supersonic jet until 1974, when we transitioned to the A-4 Skyhawk. We are now in our 26th year of flying the highly sophisticated Boeing FA-18 Hornet.
We got 2 sevens on it. Oh yeah, I see that.
The pilots and crew chiefs will now start the General Electric engines that power these FA-18s. The noise level will soon become too high for you to hear a description of the checks that we'll be performing. However, please note that each aircraft was carefully inspected by expert Blue Angel maintenance personnel prior to this afternoon's aerial demonstration. The Blue Angels fly the Boeing FA-18 Hornet, a multi-mission strike fighter, versions of which have been operational throughout the fleet since 1983.
Yeah, they do have to help with the draft of the trees. Road number 7. Oh, yeah. Supposed to be hot. What's really going on? Supposed to be really short and thin. That's your deal. That's my wife.
is Lieutenant Commander Jason Smith. From Singsboro, Louisiana, our administrative officer is Lieutenant Holly Taylor. From Omaha, Nebraska, our supply officer is Lieutenant Scott Adams. From Elgin, Illinois, our public affairs officer is Lieutenant Katie Kelly. Our Boeing technical representatives are Mr. Ed Robinson from Waverly, Minnesota, Mr. Todd Lawson from Tigard, Oregon, and Mr. Martin Patterson from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Our financial management analyst is Miss Elizabeth Sassman from Kaysville, Utah. Our financial account technician is Mr. Angel Ortiz from Rio Grande, Puerto Rico. The 6 demonstration pilots are approaching the end of the runway to begin their takeoff sequence. Very shortly, Captain McWhirter will call the 4 Diamond pilots into the fingertip formation. In the fingertip, Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot, will be positioned outward of Blue Angel number 2 on the right wing. In this formation, they will initiate their takeoff roll, transition to the Diamond on liftoff, and commence the Diamond half squirrel cage on takeoff. As the Diamond clears the flight line, our 2 solo pilots will begin their takeoff maneuvers. In a dynamic demonstration of the thrust produced by these General Electric engines, Lieutenant Commander Simonson will roll Blue Angel number 5, 360 degrees immediately after takeoff.
I'm City Wind Zone 214. We all here, you're in airspace. You are clear for takeoff. Have a good one. Thanks, Mo. Clear for takeoff. So, ready to rock Pensacola, bud. We're clear for takeoff. 13220 14. That's a tailwind. Check your button off. Check your trunk set. Check your nose while steering on maneuver. Yeah, but have full gauge. Left turnout. Shake. Hey, I'm not clear on 9. We're starting up with Commander Tom Bosch, Lieutenant Dave Spartan. Let's roll.
Now, to the left, Captain McWhirter calls, smoke on! All brakes now, burners ready now, and the Blue Angel Diamond is rolling. As they pass before you, you will notice that the smoke is not visible while the engines are in afterburner. They will experience 4 times the force of gravity as they perform this looping maneuver. exists between these four aircraft. From the right, the Blue Angel Diamond. Lieutenant Commander Simons formation roll. Into the vertical and shift back into the Blue Angel Diamond. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel vertical break. Into the vertical. He will roll the formation 90 degrees and commence a looping maneuver. Each pilot will perform an individual brake turn and exit the flight line in a separate direction. The very great. Configuration. They will pass before you, virtually standing Blue Angels 5 and 6 on their tails. At less than 120 miles per hour, the state-of-the-art flight controls provide slow-speed handling second to none. From the right, the Section High Alpha Pass. Smoke trails as the four aircraft converge on center point with maximum speed and minimum separation.
I'll get the gate code over there, and we'll go up in the tower and shoot it from the outside rail and up the tower. About that is it's so far away. Oh yeah.
Pensacola, Florida, completed an intensive winter training period at Naval Air Facility El Centro, California. Once again, the beautiful weather of the Imperial Valley provided us with optimum conditions to fly each of the demonstration pilots on the 120 training flights necessary prior to our first public demonstration. Our season opened on the 10th of March and runs continuously each weekend through mid-November. The Blue Angels will be performing 63 flight demonstrations this season, while visiting 34 cities throughout the United States and Canada. making their approach to the flight line for their next maneuver. Approaching center point, the entire formation will separate in dramatic fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel Delta Breakout! In saluting Navy and Marine Corps pilots, maintenance crews, and support personnel everywhere. From the right, the Blue Angels 2012. Confirming that the aircraft are ready to land and that they have completed their checklist. Rolling out on final, they will make one last check of the crosswind, one last line of correction, and adjust their power to maintain the optimum rate of descent for the proper touchdown point. You've been watching perform here this afternoon are but a small part of the Blue Angel team. The men and women in blue uniforms standing before you are members of the elite Blue Angel maintenance group. Through hard work, many long hours, and unselfish dedication, they have each year for the past 66 years provided us with the 100% aircraft availability necessary to perform each of these demonstrations. As the aircraft taxi back, I would like to take this moment. After completing a short maintenance debrief, the pilots will be coming to the crowd line to answer any questions you might have concerning today's performance. When they deplane from their aircraft, I would like to take one final opportunity to introduce the 6 pilots you've been watching perform here this afternoon. Secured their engines, the 6 pilots will simultaneously deplane on a signal from Captain McWhorter. It has indeed been our pleasure performing for you here at Naval Air Station Pensacola. This, one of our many flight demonstrations of the 2012 season. Flying Blue Angel number 6, the opposing solo, from Birmingham, Alabama, Lieutenant Commander Dave Tickle. Flying Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo, from Coon Rapids, Minnesota, Lieutenant Commander CJ Simonson. Flying Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot, from Knoxville, Tennessee, Major Brent Stevens. Blue Angel number 3, the left wingman, from Hammock, California, Captain Brandon Cordell. Flying Blue Angel number 2, the right wingman, from Fort Mitchell, Kentucky, Lieutenant Commander John Hills. Flying Blue Angel number 1, the commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels, from Atlanta, Georgia, Captain Greg McWhorter. Ladies and gentlemen, representing your United States Navy and Marine Corps, the Blue Angels 2012.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the narrator for the Blues. He is Lieutenant Mark Tendrow. Also a nice round of applause to number 8, Lieutenant Commander Todd Royals, and also to the Doc, Jason Smith. It is his birthday today. Let's sing happy birthday to Doc. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Doc. Happy birthday to you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up this part of the flying. Let me tell you what's going to happen right now and in the next hour or so. Back at the performance stage, way off the show left, we've got the Navy Band from New Orleans, Crescent City, performing. We also have the New Eldorados. They're going to be performing at the stage back to show left almost immediately.